Hey guys, it's me Nabiha, and today I'll be talking about the powers of 10. In general, the powers of 10 is 10 multiplied by itself a number of times. So as you can see in the example, 10 to the power of 3 is 10 times 10 times 10. And every time a 10 is added, the value increases 10 times more than the previous value. So I have made a small visual to show my interpretation of the powers of 10. So before we start, it's important to know on what scale I'm talking about. So all this example, like everything will be in feet. So first you see that's actually me, and I'm approximately like 5'4", 5'3", but let's say I'm 5 feet, right? When I'm standing, straight. So I represent 10 to the power of 0 in this situation. And the boat on the right side is a fishboat, and that's 50 feet long. And that represents 10 to the power of 1. So when a 0 or a 10 is added to the 10 to the power of 0, it turns into 10 to the power of 1. So my 5 feet, so 10 times myself is 50 feet of the boat. So now let's look at this in a bigger scale. So we have the boat on the side, and 10 to the power of 2 is represented by the Trump International Hotel, which is located in New York City. This building is actually 10 times more than the fishboat. And then we have on the right side George Washington Bridge, which is also in New York. And that is 10 times the Trump International Hotel building. Going onwards, on the left side you see a picture of Manhattan. And point A is actually Battery Park, and point B is Harlem. So the distance from point A to point B is 10 to the power of 4, which is actually 10 times more bigger than George Washington Bridge. And on the right side, you can see a picture of Long Island, which is also in New York. And it's labeled from Bellerose all the way to Montauk, which is the tip of Long Island. And this is approximately 100 miles, which is actually 500,000 feet. So the powers of 10 help us comprehend how big things are, how small things are compared to us. We only see what's around us, and we never think of what we can't see, which is much more bigger than us or much more smaller than us. And the powers of 10 help us understand the value of adding and removing a 0. So next time, before you think 0 means nothing, think twice. Because in the powers of 10, it makes a huge difference.